but a man who's connected to himself, who is evolved, doesn't look at emotions as something to fix or something wrong. I have looked at women, female clients, and I've seen teardrops from them, and I don't see it as sadness. I'm like, oh my God, she's alive. Seriously. Would you rather have a hurt heart than a frozen heart?
Yeah.
Would you rather shed tears or be robotic and shut off? In fact, the reason why some people get more emotional because they've never been given permission to do that. And some of us just need to cry 2-3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
And men who are angry, underneath that is sadness, hopelessness, frustration. For men, I mean, it's not a productive thing to go around, I'm sad. I'm sad. No, we're like fucking angry. But underneath the anger is this sadness, feeling defeated, like burdened.
I could go with women also.
Yeah. And also, same thing.
A lot of angry women out there.
Yeah, but angry women, that's a byproduct of just being sad. It becomes a defense mechanism. Anger is usually masking sadness. So when I see an angry person, I don't think, oh, you're an angry person. I'm like, what's going on? It's that angry girl's texting you again. Yeah, she's pissed. Where are you, man? I'm angry, but I'm really sad. You just can't. Okay. You respond, I know you're really sad. All right. So let's talk about the masculine and feminine communication, and then I want to do a fun exercise. So, masculine and feminine communication. Like the best way to really describe this is a little exercise that we're going to do. More than often when I tell a woman that has like these masculine tendencies or its energy, oftentimes they associate it to like being maybe butch or not feminine. It's not that at all. It's where the way that she perceives her world, the way that she communicates, the way she might be in that one moment regarding that particular circumstance might be more masculine. For example, if I were to, this one client somehow we messed up on her schedule, and she like really went out of her way to send me all these emails of like a snapshot of the text messages to like prove herself right. Like just really was like almost like being validated, but also just kind of trying to be right. Now, if I were, and this is in her relationship she has had, she's bumped heads with her lovers. You imagine what's going on, because she is intelligent. And so, it's not so much her being right, it's about if she is more in her head and not in her heart, who's the one that's bringing harmony to the relationship? And if he's more masculine, they're going to be bumping heads. So someone's got to give in a relationship. Now, women have a tendency to fall back into that because at the end of the day, again, it's the social cohesion. It's the harmony. It's the love. In addition to that, the females have a larger area in the prefrontal cortex, which is much better for empathy, self-control. It's why at a bar, you'll usually see men get into fights rather than women, unless the women had a lot to drink. Unless you've been to Riverside, where I've seen some. I didn't say anything about Riverside, but anyway, I've seen that stuff happen. I've seen some women swing. That's some crazy shit. So, so with a masculine feminine dance, it's about how will that work in the relationship to bring harmony. And in fact, the reason why men more and often have actually felt emasculated is because, first off, it's not so much because the woman is stronger. This is actually something I'm trying to teach to men. My book is on this. Yeah, what it is that the men haven't learned how to really ground themselves. They haven't learned how to really embody that masculinity. And so a woman who maybe is upset and she's using some of that masculine essence to evoke him, there is a part of her is saying, come on. Be a challenge for me. Don't be a pussy. Majority of women out there who end up going to that place end up walking all over their men because men don't know how to approach that, because these little boys have been taught by women, just be nice. Don't show your anger. That's the downfall of that. Now, I'm not saying that anger is good, but keep in mind, if you diminish a little boy's kind of exuberance, that energy, when he becomes older, he's lost his balls. He's no longer that guy who's like, no, woman, this is what we're going to do with love. How many women here, when you're in a situation where you feel out of control, you don't know what to do, you're like, oh, if your man were to grab you by the shoulders, look in your eyes and say, I got it. Let go. Cry. Right now, I just want you to be the passenger and look at the scenery. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. That's great. Right now, I've got this. Would you like that?
While he's driving?
That'd be awesome.
Maybe riding a horse, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, John. So, how many women would like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it works both ways. It's both masculine or both men and women have come to this place without this proper guidance. But even women in the past, when they used to do that, men were really masculine. They're like, really? You're really going to do that? And maybe it was like kind of more the macho guy. Because I'm not saying the 1950s model was better. But I'll tell you that my mother's Japanese, and she does not tolerate my father's stuff. She's sweet, and there's no power struggle, but when he crosses the line, he knows it. And she will not talk to him. She'll just look at him like, you're going to go there? And that's it. And she's from that generation. In fact, it's something that she did, and I guess she was kind of considered like an outcast, which is interesting, is that I have an older brother I'd never met before. And my mother had a son, and the son stays with the father, but they were living with the in-laws. And from what I understand, the mother-in-law was controlling the relationship, getting in between them both. And my mom said that her ex-husband was like a coward, and he was trying to get him to like, let's move out. And then they're always into these fights. And usually Asian women wouldn't walk away from their husbands. She did. And her son calls her by her first name. So when she met my father, my parents are older, she's like, I want to have kids again. She wanted to start all over again. But she walked away from that. She's a strong woman. And not because she's masculine, because she knows herself. See, being feminine is not about being completely passive and being subjugated. It's actually about still knowing who you are, not losing yourself. Any questions with this so far? Anyone want to add anything?
I wanted to ask you about the thing called, you said, when a woman's really strong and she comes up against you, that you got to say, no, stop, but do it with love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very thin line out there, because rage in a man sometimes in lifetime is there. I do see what he's saying, but on this...
Here, stand here. Let me show you something. It'll be an example. Here. All right. So stand here like this. Okay. All right. Well, you put your hand on my shoulders here. We're not going to kiss. I'm kind of both hands. Okay. I want you to push me. Look at my left eye. And while you're pushing me, and feel that little force.
Mm-hmm.
Connect your heart. Breathe in your heart. Feel my heart. Even though I'm pushing you, push a little harder. If the moment you feel any anger, go into your heart. Connect that softness still. Push me a little harder. We're going to really get hard. Come on. Don't be a pussy. I can knock you down. Love, keep in the heart. It's like that. You get that? Okay?
Yeah.
So it's being able to connect to that power, not backing down, but never go into strictly pain body where I I lose my consciousness. Imagine being able to experience force with your heart open.
If you were being offered some free tools that could get you unstuck, would you be interested? If so, visit raydoctor.com and receive your free transformational exercises. Imagine starting each day feeling deeper love, a clearer mind, and being able to say to yourself, I really feel good. My clients love these and so will you. Get them now for free at raydoctor.com.